It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. They're a very talented team. They play very well together. I know they're very hungry to win a EuroLeague championship. We've been the team that have kind of prevented that for the last 3 years. So I know they're going to be very, very motivated. But in a way, we're the underdogs. We kind of have nothing to lose.
These are always the big games, and no matter who plays for our team, no matter who plays for Spartak, these are always big games, very difficult games. We play them in Russian League, Russian Cup, and in EuroLeague. But this EuroLeague Final Four, this is always special game because this is only one game. There is no series, and this is not like playing in Russian League in a regular in championship.
But yeah, we do have experience, so that's the good thing. We have a lot of players who have been there, and we've been in pretty much virtually every possible game situation, and we've been in it together. So hopefully, hopefully we've seen it all, and we'll be able to handle it.
We will prepare well. Of course, we don't forget the last season and the season before. So I hope we learn about it, and we will find some new solution to finally get to the final.
It's a little different, and we are a different team now because we lost actually 2 players who were starters at the beginning of the season. Ann Wouters and Bibo were starting for us at the beginning of the season. Now we had actually before the new year, Crystal Langford left, so Candice Parker arrived Susanna Zhirkova. So and we have to change a little bit of our players' rotation. So but anyway, I think we are still a very strong team. We are a little different team, and I think the way we played last games against Taranto, it showed that we are different, but I think we are even better team now.
A lot of people underestimate our loss of Marina Karpuna. Marina Karpuna is the best defensive Russian player, was a starter for us all the championship years, and she was the heart and soul of the team, and actually was the best player of the national team since she got injured. So suddenly we had that shock to deal with because we lost a defensive stopper. But at the same time, Lauren Jackson was enormous loss because she is Lauren Jackson. Let's put it this way. And after losing Dee and Sylvia during the summer, we needed a leader. And since in the market there was no leader, we turned around and says, we have 12 leaders. And we made the moves in such way that we relied more on 12 players, on each of them knowing exactly what their role is in the team.
It's been a weird year in terms of our roster. Losing players, gaining players, losing players, gaining players. So it's been tough at times to kind of keep that chemistry. But we really, you don't really talk about those things when we're at practice, when we're in the huddle. Pokey, you don't focus on who you don't have. You just focus on what's there.
Before we always knew that player number 1 who we need to stop is Taurasi. Now it's different. Now I think Sparta is more. They play more as a team. They play more as a team, and they still have a very good players on their team. And I think after New Year, when Sue Bird arrived, I think they started to play much better than they played before the New Year, and for sure, they are still very, very dangerous team.
70% of the team plays for 2-3 years together and under the same coach. And I guess this is the right time to go the whole way.
Okay, Spartak, they will go to have fun, because pressure is on UGMK. But when Sue Bird, that's the team to beat, and that's definitely she's the greatest name, and not the name, the player on the court, and I think Spartak have another 3 Americans, great coach, and Spartak is the 4-time defender champion. That means never underestimate the heart of the champion.
I think we're going to make T-shirts say, "Girls just want to have fun." We're going to go there to have fun. We're going to go there and play our hearts out. We're going to do our best.
2 Spanish teams. Look, I don't know. Look, Salamanca played a great season.
For right now, we play well together, and the outside players, they play good. So that plus me and Erica, You know, it's a force to be reckoned with.
I think we've got to really try to frustrate them and limit them on the defensive end. I think for us it starts with defense. You know, I know that coach is going to have us extremely prepared and knowing what our schemes, and as long as we execute our schemes and try to get some stuff early, I feel like that's when we're playing our best.
Every time we play Rostosaurus is the team that comes out on fire, is the team that's going to win. The team that makes the least mistakes is the team that's going to win, because Rose and us, we, as they say, is a rivalry. And with rivalries, you can't make mistakes, because it's always going to be a close game. And the team with the heart beating the fastest at the end is probably going to win.
When Valencia changed the coach, it can always help the team. Sometimes yes, sometimes not. Heikova is a great one, the most successful coach in EuroLeague.
We've had numerous amount of changes, personnel, staff-wise, but I think finally things are settled. I think, you know, we're playing better basketball, hopefully not our best, but better basketball, and trying to peak at the right time.
Es muy importante, ¿no? Salamanca es la segunda Final Four que llega, y la primera fue como la ilusión de llegar en la Final Four, ¿no? Pero yo creo que esta sí que todos somos conscientes de que es muy difícil ganar una Final Four, pero que vamos a intentarlo, ¿no? Tenemos las ganas y la ilusión de intentar ganar el título, y para Salamanca yo creo que sería muy importante, ¿no? Y para mí también sería un sueño hecho realidad.
Yekaterinburg, UGMK, UMMC will have a big pressure. They're favorite number one for winning the title, but the question is, could they manage the pressure? We'll see. I think they can, and they will. They are going to manage the pressure, but we'll see. It's not easy.
Seriously, we're waiting for the Final Four in Yekaterinburg, because we've never had it before. So actually, it's a really big news for us to have it here. I mean, over there. Now we have it. It's a challenge. It becomes a challenge because you cannot lose at home.
The most important still will be players on the court. Coaches, you know, we can think and we can spend a lot of time and nights without sleep. But you know, of course, players will go on court, and it will depend how they will play.
Yo pienso que es una Final Four muy abierta, y que cualquier equipo puede pasar, ¿no? Ekaterimburgo puede ganar, Spartak puede ganar, Ros puede ganar, y nosotros podemos ganar, ¿no? Yo creo que son dos partidos que pueden pasar cualquier cosa, muy interesantes, y que será muy difícil para todos los equipos.
Now the four teams are really close, and until the end we don't know who will be the winner. And I think it's really good, because maybe the season before you have a favorite, but this season I don't see one.
I think so that it will be Yekaterinburg-Valencia. It will depend really on the small things, on the shape, or everything on one basket. So I hope so that it will be a nice game and everybody enjoy it.
The coolest thing about this Final Four is that you have, you know, four teams from two countries. You know, both are rivals in their own right. You know, not just in EuroLeague, but in their own leagues. So I think it's going to be interesting. I don't know. We'll see.